Hi there, YouTubers. This is KK Has a Lot to Say. Sorry I haven't been on in about a week or so. There's been a couple different reasons, but I'm not going to get into that right now. One of them though, is that I have become a little bit addicted to TikTok. So if you'd like to go follow me over there, where I have a lot more followers than I do here, my TikTok name is Chrissy_girl80. And it's really fun, and I've been having a good time. So, having said that, I came on, not expecting to have any more followers than I did before. I had 2 more, so a big whopping 16, but who cares, right? And a woman of the name Sarah Plummer, and I hope it's okay that I mention your name, commented under my Charlie Gold video. Now, if you want to know about Charlie Gold and what I think about her, you're going to have to go back and watch the video. In short, she makes money and gets tons of views. She is losing viewers now, but at one point had well over, I think now she only has 123,000, which is huge, but she did have a lot more, a significant amount more, and all for bullying or doing what she thinks is a reaction to specifically 2 pretty well-known YouTubers, one being Amberlynn Reed, who I spoke about in my Charlie Gold video, or in general on this channel, and 2, Foodie Beauty, aka Chantel. Okay? She's a bully. She claims in her older videos and cries crocodile tears that she doesn't want to see them as she was. As I stated in my first video, she's not that far behind Chantel. Okay? Literally calls her a Canadian pig. Much worse. If you were to go on her channel and can stomach the fact that someone, a grown-ass woman, can make fun of somebody by the way their body looks, go check it out. If for any reason, for the point of this video right now, and for the next one that I'm going to make once I can really research what the hell is going on. So Sarah Plummer had been recommended to my YouTube video about it. I am in the mental health field. I've been doing this for a very long time, and suicide is a real thing. I am trained in suicide prevention techniques, assist. I can handle a serious situation when someone is trying to complete suicide or attempt suicide or has a plan for suicide, you name it, okay? I know a lot about the topic. One of the main causes of suicide for young teens and adults is low self-esteem, body image, negative body image, and to feel this big because people constantly put that in their head. Okay? If you tell someone long enough that they're a certain thing, they're going to start to believe it. It happens in domestic violence, and it happens with bullying. It is a fact. I am speaking facts. Chantel and Amberlynn Reed may not come back on and react. I believe Chantel has, but in a very classy way. Certainly wasn't calling Charlie Gold any names from what I saw. But she's a goddamn bully. And then to hear from Sarah today on my page, I had no clue that she had a suicide prevention campaign going on, starting, I believe, in last year, 2019, with a few other YouTubers, if I'm not mistaken. Do not quote me on that. Suicide prevention. Why? Why, you ask? Because when she was at 450 pounds, She herself felt isolated, alone, couldn't stand for more than 2 minutes, had her friends drop her off in front of the store so she didn't have to walk very far. Every single thing that Amber Lynn Reid has to do. Now, Chantel walks. She doesn't use a motorized scooter as far as I know. And she's only 360 some pounds. So please, Charlie, don't sit there and say, well, this was in your August of 2019 video, that you care about these people and you don't want them to get where you were at. Because if you cared about them, you would not be making up fat names for them. I cannot think of the name that you made up for Amber Lynn Reid, and it's probably because I was so disgusted, I didn't even want to hear any more of your content. YouTube should shut your channel down. And if I can do anything about it, little old me, I may only have 16 followers, but I've been known to do big things. That will be my goal. And it'll be my goal to make sure every single person who gave you a fucking dime towards suicide prevention goes back to them. And I hear you have an arrest record. That's going around YouTube. So maybe we can add another one for fraud, bullying. Because yes, internet bullying, cyberbullying, rather, is a crime. I've said it once and I'm going to say it again. It is a crime. Go watch a fucking Lifetime movie. You are a joke. You are a joke. And some may sit here and say, oh, Kristen, but aren't you doing the same thing? Absolutely not. She deserves to be called out. I'm not calling her names. I didn't make up any names about her. The only thing I said was Charlie Fool's Gold, because she's a fool. If you feel good and go to sleep every night knowing you're making your money to pay your rent because you're calling somebody fat and making up names, you are a disgusting person. And there is a special place in hell for you. You said on August 19th that you didn't want to trigger anyone as your crocodile tears. You faked crying about a potential, I didn't even watch it all because I couldn't stomach you. Either you potentially tried to complete suicide or you thought about suicide. Whatever the case may be, what makes you different than the two YouTubers who are the same weight that you were? What makes you any different? You say on August, let's see, I wrote it down. August 17th, 2019, your video is called The Darker Side of Obesity. You said you were sorry that you're so blunt. You're sorry that you can't help them. Really? You're sorry you can't help them? Why don't you start by not calling them names? And first of all, it's none of your business to help them. Are you a nutritionist? I lost weight before, but I don't think I'm a nutritionist. I'm not going to go up to someone else who's overweight and give them my diet plan that worked for me and call them names when they can't achieve it. In due time, darling. In due time. When someone's ready, okay? When someone's ready. So I'm going to give you a little psychology tips here too. There's something called body dysmorphia. Look it up. It's a mental illness. Chantel and Amber Lynn Reid have that. Mental illness and suicide go hand in hand. And you're not helping. You are a disgrace to the YouTube community. You are a disgrace to any larger woman like yourself. You body shame, you call people names, and you make money off of it. And all these other big time YouTubers are coming on and making reactions and calling you out. And you know what? They're only doing it for the money too. I have 16 subscribers. I'm not going to get a cent for telling you how I feel. Not a cent. But what I am going to do is I'm going to research your little suicide campaign. I'm going to see exactly how much money was donated to you. I'm going to contact whoever was in those little comments that I saw asking you to discuss where that money went. And I will do everything it takes to make sure they are refunded and that you are arrested. Mark my words. Mark my words. And I'm pretty sure the woman in my comments who asked me to do this will have my back 100%. And I'm sure a ton more. So Charlie, why don't you do yourself a favor and just delete your channel now? Because I'm telling you, it's going to happen. I'm going to make sure that it happens. So for Sarah and whoever else you want to share this video with, stay tuned for part 2 because I am going to do my research. And I am going to keep my word. And Charlie, I will make sure that you don't bully another obese person again. If it's the last thing I do. I promise you that.